I'm back, y'all, with a new bag. With a new bag. Hold on, forgot to go grab the bag. Be right back. I love having this little microphone. She's always the main character. Always. And as a Leo, that's saying something. Because I'm the main character. Anyways, hi y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's been far too long. I've actually been having tech issues, I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, it was a little breaky break. You know, I got my fitness in order, got my body right, got my mind right, did a little 75 soft. It may be soft, but it's not for the weak. I'm gonna leave it at that, but I completed it, achieved my body goals. We working towards the summer. We feeling good, we looking right, you feel me? But because of that, I took some time off from doing everything else. It was also the anniversary of my father's passing and his birthday. So I was like, you know what? Let me take some time to myself for that too, since it was the 1 year anniversary of him not being here on earth anymore. So I was like, let me chill. Then I started editing vlogs again. I did, because I have some vlogs. Y'all remember, if you saw my last video, I do have some vlogs. I have a Disneyland vlog and I have a Howard Homecoming vlog. I actually started editing them and then my freaking computer died. My iMac completely said, I'm out, peace out, done dealio, hard drive, done. Can't turn it on, can't boot it up, never gonna get anything off that computer again, which, it's fine because I don't delete files off of my camera or my phone ever because I'm paranoid that something's gonna happen to my computer, which I was right. You know, sometimes when you're paranoid, it works out in your favor because it could be true. It could come to fruition one day or not, but this time it did. So I'm gonna take it. So because of that, I have to re-upload everything. I got a PC now, which I haven't had a PC since I was 15. So it's been an interesting experience. It's been a lot of work having to get it all up and running, but I'm streaming again now. All my sims are good. I have all their custom content again, which is what was most important to me, obviously. I have not Final Cut. I have Premiere, so I can edit some more. So we're back on our content making train, which means I will probably re-edit the Disneyland vlog and edit Howard Homecoming to put those up along with this video. But this video is for all my girlies that loved my vintage purse collection video last time and loved my vintage designer shopping vlog from Texas. I went to Mexico City. I did. I went to Mexico City. I was like, I'm bored. I want something to do. I want to feel alive again. I want to feel youthful energy around me. So I did a spontaneous trip to Mexico City. It wasn't just me, even though I could speak Spanish and I have traveled by myself before. It was not just me. So I definitely think you could do a Mexico City solo trip if that's what you so choose, but that's not what I chose to do. I've also changed the position of my camera slightly and everything to do with that. So let me know how you're feeling it. I wanted the light to face me because the sun sets to the west everywhere. But the way the house is set up, the lighting, it's facing this way versus how I was on the couch the other way. So I was like, you know what, let's do this way. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's a vibe. This is my first time shooting. So hopefully it goes well. Let's get into the bag. I took a trip on my favorite rocket ship. Just kidding. Planes are really scary right now. I wouldn't call them my fave by any stretch of the imagination. I've actually always had a fear of flying, but surprisingly, these planes crashing hasn't made it worse. Maybe because when I step on a plane, I always think it's gonna crash. So it's just, now everyone knows how I feel every time I fly. Highly recommend Mexico City. Even if you don't speak Spanish, I definitely think you could still go and have a good time. A lot of people speak English there. The food was great, very fresh. Seafood, chef's kiss. Oh, the personal style, which is obviously why we're here because I'm going to talk about this bag, but the personal style, bar none, in Mexico City, I would say it's on par with Paris. It's on par with Japan. It's on par with New York. It is just immaculate. It's like literally, if you've been to Paris, you know, like you'll be walking down the street and you'll just see people outside going about their regular day. Stylish as fuck. you can see their personal style and the way they walk, the way they dress. You can just see who they are as a person before you even speak to them. And that's how the people in Mexico City were too. And you know, I love me some style. So I was like, I'm home, baby. I am home. There's a lot of vintage shopping in Mexico City, which obviously makes sense. I feel like you can really own your personal style when you're buying things that are secondhand. They're not what fast fashion is telling us is trendy. It's not what, you know, Instagram or whatever like social media is telling us is trending. It's not micro trendy at all in Mexico City. I would say it very much is in tune with boutiques, very much is in tune with vintage designer fashion, very much is in tune with you creating your own personal style, which I love. I went on TikTok to kind of just see what the vibes were, what was fun to do. I wasn't there for very long, so I wanted to get the short and sweet of it all. So I did that, and I discovered this boutique called Irene Buffa, named after the CEO and founder, Irene Buffa. And it's this cute little boutique that's on the second floor of a building in the Roma Norte district of Mexico City, I believe. So I looked on their Instagram and I looked on their website and I saw the bags and I was like, this is my kind of party. This is exactly, if I'm going to spend any money on this trip, when I'm on this trip, this is what I'm spending the money on, okay? Listen, I'm coming back with something. And because I'm not really spending money in the American economy this year, I'm happy to lift up the Mexican economy. I saw a bag online on the website because one thing about me, I'm gonna do my research before I get there. And it was this cute tan and white Gucci bag. Very much Y2K vibes, very much like 2000s, early 2000s, I would say. And she was only about $300. So I was like, you know what? If I get to the store and that bag is still there, because this was about like 3 days before I left, I was like, I'm gonna get that bag. That's the bag I want. I like that bag. That bag is me. It's neutral colors, but it has personality, which means it can go with a lot of stuff, but it'll still be inherently Clark, which I love. That's what everyone should aspire to have. Things that go with a lot of stuff, but are still inherently them. That's just how it goes. That's just how it should be. Get there, we take a little walk. We finally get there. We walk up the stairs because it's on the second floor and we're in Irene Buffa, the place I saw on TikTok. It's now in front of my face. I'm walking around the store. It looks so lovely. I can't believe my eyes. So much vintage designer fashion. But I don't see my bag. It's gone. It's only been 3 days. Where did it go? Hello? So I was actually really sad because I did really want that bag and it was a great price. So I was like, oh no. But as I was walking around the store, I saw another bag I liked even more. But I will say I was a little on the fence when I first saw her because I was like, I've never seen a bag that looks like this. Like I've literally never seen a bag that looks like this. In fact, I didn't even know they existed until I saw this one. Yes, it is a Dior double. Now, I've seen a double saddle bag before. A double saddle bag is actually one that I want really, 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 really badly in my collection. You've seen the ones I'm talking about. You've seen the ones I'm talking about. But this one is not that. This is a double saddle flat bag. This is her. Isn't she gorgeous? I absolutely adore her. She is a Diorissimo, I believe it's called, double saddle flap bowler bag in the blue ostrich leather. This is from the fall winter. This bag is almost as old as me, y'all. It's from the fall winter 1999 to 2000 collection of Dior. Not this bag being basically my little sister. She is gorgeous. And if you know, so honestly, I walked in the store, I saw her. I was like, that's an interesting bag. That's very unique. I've never seen anything like this. I be looking at bags, you know, I be looking at different kinds of bags, especially Dior bags, especially Dior saddle bags. I have a saddle bag, but it's a singular saddle bag. So it's basically like one of these is the bag I have in black. But a double saddle flat bag, I had just never seen it before. I had to go on Google because I was like, is this even a real bag or is it a dupe? Like, what's going on? I had never seen this colorway. I had never seen this kind of like fabric. I had just never seen this before. But that's the beauty of shopping for vintage designer fashion outside of America, because people have different preferences and different things they go for, which is the fun part about, that's why I want to go to Tokyo, because that's the fun part about shopping outside of America for vintage designer fashion. But so I looked online. I saw one other bag other than this one. It's actually in Tokyo. That is this colorway. Not many of this colorway exist of this bag. If you go online, there are a lot of bags that actually do look like this from the time period. Like this was a popular bag that they had, but they're not in this colorway, which was so fascinating to me. I was like, did I just stumble upon a rare bag? Am I about to come up? Is this the moment? Is this my canon moment of 2025? Like, what's going on? But the only issue was she was double the price of the Gucci bag. And I personally was like, my good sis, double the price and the quality. I will say she's seen better days. She's seen somewhat better days. She's obviously not falling apart at the seams, but she's not brand new either, babe. You can tell she's from 99, okay? You can tell she's from 99. So I was like, is this something I want to spend money on? But when I looked at the price online for this bag, the one in Tokyo was double the price of this one at Irene Bufa, $1,200. And I'm like, $1,200. And that one obviously is from the 99s and 2000s too. So she was worn down too. So I was like, okay. I actually left the store because I was like, I don't really know. It's not the bag I came here for. She's not really, she's more than I wanted to spend. I will have to think about it. But before I left the store, a girl came in wearing the exact bag I wanted to buy at first, the Gucci bag. She had the Gucci bag on her shoulder, and I'm positive she had bought it probably like a day before I got there or something like that, because it was definitely that Gucci bag. And she came back with her friends, I guess, to show them the store too. So I was like, at that point, I was like, oh my God, these bags are actually getting snatched up. Like, they don't sit here for long. They get snatched up. So I left the store without this bag, kept walking around. But in the back of my mind, I was like, if I don't get this bag soon, someone else is going to take it, because that's what happened with the Gucci bag. So I was walking around. We were going to other shops. I wasn't seeing anything I had wanted to buy. So I was like, okay, this bag might really be the only purchase I make on this trip in terms of shopping. So I was like, okay, let me really think about this. If I leave Mexico and I go home and I do not have this bag with me, am I going to be a sad little muffin? And I was like, I'm going to be a sad little muffin if I don't take you home with me. I would have been so upset. Now, granted, I could have ordered it online and they could have shipped it to me, but it just wouldn't have been the same. Like, I probably would have had to pay duty, imports. It would have just been more money. So I literally left where we were at shopping after we left Irene Bufa, booked it back to the store, and bought her. And honestly, I've been in love ever since. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, there's some interesting points to this bag that aren't on other bags. First of all, this is from the Dior John Galliano era, which is probably one of my, hold on. First of all, no, I don't want to hold it like that. This is from the John Galliano Dior era, which is one of my favorite eras of Dior. Now, Galliano himself has been a bit offensive and harmful in his rhetoric towards certain humans. So I do not condone that. I will say that. But I will say the designs he came out with when he was at Dior, phenomenal. When I talk about bags, designer fashion having personality, the Galliano era is a great example of that. It exemplifies that to a T. Look at this bag. You can't tell me this bag doesn't have personality. You can't tell me when someone has this bag on their arm, you know exactly what kind of girl she is. This is such a unique piece. And even when I bought it in the store, like, I think it was Irene that was helping me out. I don't know. I think it was actually her though, but we didn't like introduce ourselves there, but we follow one another on Instagram now. So, hey girl, thanks for the follow. But even she said, she was like, this bag is really unique. You're not going to find many like this. You are really lucky to have this bag. And like, obviously someone's selling products, like you're trying to get people to spend their money. Like, what else are you going to say? But after looking online and seeing the colorways of this bag, and the only other one I can find that's for sale is in Tokyo, I don't think she was capping. I think she was serious. So It's just a lovely, lovely, lovely bag. I've showed her off on Insta, I've showed her off on TikTok, and now I just wanted to show her off to y'all as well. There's certain things on this bag that are indicative of that era that are no longer a thing at Dior. So let's go through them, shall we? Shall we, shall we, shall we? I brought you close so you could see. So, like I said, double flap saddle bag. Now, one thing that's unique to this bag and unique to bags of this era that they've changed since then, which I understand why they've changed it, because as I mentioned, my hair got caught in it. There's Velcro. There is a Velcro clasp where the D is. Very unique, but very annoying when it comes to hair because my hair keeps getting caught in it. But it's nothing that a quick pull can't fix. Like I can just pull the hair out, but it's fine. Each flap is also Velcro. Each side actually acts as if it's a flap. It's as if it's like the saddle flap on a saddle bag. It's actually so amazing. This bag is so, is it ingenuity? The ingenuity on this bag is just like bar none, bar none. We haven't even gotten to the inside of the bag yet. It's just me on the exterior of the bag showing y'all that there's pockets on the exterior too. Like what bag is doing it like that? Be honest, you don't even know what bag is doing it like this, but like that's crazy. It also has a compartment on the back. Okay, so the back is a clasp. The back actually has a clasp. Oh, this in here, what is this? This is from 2007, y'all. I'm not even kidding. I just found a receipt from 2007 in the back of the bag. Oh my God, we are officially in a time capsule. Whatever it girl in 2007 had this bag in Mexico. You're her. That is hilarious. I had not opened the back flap and those receipts came out. So this is the back flap. As you can see, the receipts came out of there. So shout out to the it girl who was shopping. She just like me for real. She just like me for real. That is too funny. Oh my God. The D is in pristine condition. I have to give it up to Dior for this craftsmanship. There's no tarnishing on the D. It just looks phenomenal. It's great. And honestly, to be fair, the bag as a whole, this is ostrich leather. It's in really good condition. There's a few marks. I don't know if you can see, but there's a few stains. There's a few tears. And then the handles, there's a bit of like weathering and coming apart at the, not at the actual seam, but you can see where there's a little bit of wear. But again, this bag came out in 1999. Clearly my good sis was taking it shopping in 2007. She's seen some things. She's seen some things. She's done some things. She's really that girl. And I love that for her because she's going to continue to be that girl with me. But anyways, you open the D. You just pull it, you know. Now the inside of this bag is really, really cool. It doesn't open very wide, which is hard. It does not open very wide, but oh my gosh, the pattern on the inside, again, personality babes, because the pattern on the inside is completely different than the outside of this bag. It's still blue, but it is so much different than what the inside of this bag is. When you see the pattern on the inside of the bag, it's a blue. It reminds me of like the sky because it's like blue and white. It reminds me of the sky. There's a lot of different compartments. You can tell this is when cell phones first came around or when cell phones started getting big because there's definitely a specific pocket for a cell phone, but it's like how the Nokias and like those big cell phones were back in the day. It's specifically shaped for that. So like, I know that's what that was for. It was for the cell phones. Then there's another part with more clasps that you can unclasp. I wonder if anything is in here. There's nothing in here. Oh my God, there's an old silica gel. Old silica gel in there though. That's funny. I think this is my only bowler bag, but I have to say, I really love her down. She was a great purchase. I've already styled her a few ways that's on my Instagram and on my TikTok. So if you'd like to see how I styled her, feel free to check it out. Maybe I'll upload it as a YouTube short here as well. But she's great. I was a little apprehensive about whether or not I could style her because I was like, I don't really wear that much blue. And I was like, she's a very specific shape and from a very specific time period. So like the style of clothing I need to wear with her, I don't know if I necessarily have it, but I did get a lot of denim last year, thanks to my blonde era, which paired perfectly with the denim. I got a lot of denim last year and the denim actually pairs perfectly with this shade of blue. So that's what I've been pairing her with for now. I can't wait to see what else I pair her with as we go into like spring, summer. I was a small bag girly for a really long time, but I've really been in this era now of medium-sized bags or bags that are a little bigger. So I just personally think she fits perfectly into my collection. She wasn't the bag I was going in for, but she's the bag that I got, and I definitely believe in the universe working out the way it's supposed to. So this was the bag I was meant to have. I would say she's a medium-sized bag for sure. She's a medium-sized bag girly for sure. Galliano bags, greatest bag ever. And Galliano ate down when he created this bag, the saddle bag. I don't know what was in the air and what he was thinking when he did it, but I'm glad he did because we have been left with an iconic silhouette ever since. It really hasn't left the Dior staple. Like, it has not left Dior at all in terms of like being one of their most iconic bags. So listen, I think it would be really cool for them to bring this back though. Like, I haven't yet to see them bring this back, but I don't know. I don't know if it's something the modern luxury consumer would wear, but it's definitely something that has a statement and has personality and a certain market would wear. So we'll see. But I love everything about the bag. I love the integrity of the bag. I love the structure of the bag. She just eats down every time. She's a very unique piece. Beautiful robin egg blue. And she's just that girl. Clearly, as we saw by the actual receipts in the bag, we could see some it girl was shopping, okay, before I was with this bag. So absolutely adore her. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with way more videos now that I have a PC that works. I can edit without getting frustrated and apps crashing and things being slow as heck. It renders so fast now. It's really that girl. So I'll be back with more content soon. I promise. I'm not just saying that this time. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to comment any name suggestions you have for the bag. Don't come with no weak shit. You know she's an it girl. This is an it girl bag. Come with some fly shit, okay? Come with something fly. Come with something fly. Don't be scared. Get creative. I would love to see the name suggestions. And yeah, feel free to share this video with anyone else you think is a vintage designer lover. I love vintage designer fashion. I've also styled some looks with this bag. So if you want to see those, check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I have little collections over there of just fashion, inspo, things like that I do. So feel free to check that all out. Follow me on those platforms. If you love a little bit of yappage, unfiltered ADHD core yappage, feel free to follow me on Twitch. We be yapping over there all the time. It's a good time. We be playing games. It's just vibes all around over there. The vibes don't lie. I will see you all in my next one. I will see you all soon. Okay. I'm not going to say have a good weekend, even though I'm filming this on a Friday, because I don't know exactly when I'm going to post this. But I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.